Tosh and Gary here, Skyways to Highways. Welcome to my galley kitchen. It's the end of the season for us. We are in the White Mountains and it is a chilly, chilly, chilly morning. But we're gonna take you on a little tour of our galley kitchen and show you how we set up our galley and the things that we utilize to cook all of our meals when we're on the road. Let's see, what are we starting with? So first off,
Tembo Tusk.
first off, we have our lovely Skottle here, our Tembo Tusk. I use this for just about every single meal. I would say about 95% of my cooking is done in this. Basically a plow disc that they have put on legs. It's like a shallow wok. And I can make stir fries, deep fry, shallow fry, saute, everything that you need, multiple pans for. I'm doing this, which I will show you later on today. It comes on adjustable legs. If you're a very tall person, you can make it much higher, or you can make it lower. And especially when you're on uneven surfaces, sometimes you're not at a level campsite like this and you just need to level it up. You can bring it up on one side only if need be. But this thing, it does it all, and it cuts down on your dishwashing at the end of your meals. Price-wise, I would say it is an investment. I think it's $420 when we bought it. And that comes with the lid, a rack, and it comes with a carrying case. And for $420, yes, it is steep. It's an investment. I guarantee you'll get your money's worth out of this, and it lasts forever. Okay, so next we're going to talk about my Partner stove. This is a made by Partner Steel, and we use this fairly often, when I am making rice or boiling pasta. I want to use a cast iron skillet. And Gary also uses this, as you can see, to make his coffee in the morning. So we have another little cassette stove for that. I'll show you in a minute. And you can hook this to the propane tank, and you can get an adapter if you want to use the smaller little propane tanks. And it cleans very, very easily. You literally just pull up here like this. It's basically just a wrist action. And you take this out, and then you can access this very easily. Clean it up, no issues, and it's very simple. Stays really clean. I've used this a lot, and it is in brand new condition. It looks nice and clean, so it pops right back in, like that, and done. You're ready to go. I have a couple of little complaints, and they're very small, as I said, because this thing is really phenomenal. But these little wind guard things here are kind of a pain. It sticks out, so the problem with that is that you're gonna end up poking yourself, or it gets hooked on something, sometimes my sleeve or my clothing. These stay in the way, so it'd be nice if they just clipped down in some manner. But also too, I find that on windy days, these really don't stay. The wind actually pushes them out, so it's hard to keep them here. And then this just locks like that. Done. Great stove. So I have this table that we purchased. This is a GCI table. It is a little bit bulky. We keep this in the back of our Jeep, but there is a table that they make that is a size smaller than this and a little shorter. It's about this long without this part over here. This is a sink that you can use. It's got like a little, you can hook this up and have some running water, so to speak. I gotta tell you, I've never once used this. So this, I won't say is a waste of space, because I have more counter space, which I really, really enjoy. So with all the prepping that I do, I have a nice big cutting board that I sit here, and then I've got all of the space that I need for prepping for my meals. This table also has a light holder, so you can hang your lantern here, which is kind of nice. And if you don't need it, you just put it away. And then I have my cleaning station down here. Here you can see my dirty dishwater. This is the wash bin and the clean water for rinsing. And then I have my drying rack over here, as you can see. And this just allows the dishes to drain just like it does at home. And I keep my dish detergent in a spray bottle, and I spray the dishes so that I don't get too much foam. That way we don't have to use up too much water. I have my little garbage bin here, and this just folds away, which is kind of nice. Just collapses away to nothing. And this is pretty handy dandy, and I usually keep it right here. It's out of the way. And now we're going to go in the inside of the galley. Let's see, we'll start with this table here. This is an option that you can get on your trailer. Slides nice and seamlessly. You know, it's a fairly stable table. I don't do too much, you know, prepping on this. I use it mainly for salads. Gary will prep his coffee. My only issue is that it doesn't come with any means to keep it out. So if you've got stuff on here and you accidentally bump into this, your stuff's going to end up on the ground. We've come up with various ways to, you know, keep it open. We had door stops here in the corner for a little while, which was kind of a pain because we always kept losing the door stops. Right now we have a clamp that I just put right here at the end, and that actually keeps it from moving. That's a simple solution. I've seen some other really cool solutions where people put little locking mechanisms in here. We just didn't want to drill into anything. Eventually we'll make a more permanent solution, but for now, you know, this works easy enough. And this just stays right here when we're not using it. Next, I have my, what I like to call speed rack. And this basically just has everything that I use during the day, you know, for cooking, for prepping. It carries everything that I need. And it goes right here on the store. And it's pretty full. I've got a lot of stuff in here, I'm not gonna lie. You can see there's a lot, most likely more than I need. And on the little pockets you'll see they're labeled, and they give you suggestions on what you can put in here. Like this one says cutlery, so obviously I have my cutlery in here. I've got a nice pair of scissors and a paring knife, knife sharpener, can opener, you know, my fire starters, salt and pepper here, which you can see on the little pocket, my sponges. This is parchment paper. It's really nice to just hang here. I think most people put paper towels here, but I found, you know, having a big roll of paper towels is kind of a pain, so I just use parchment paper a lot. I have my pot holders for, you know, hot pans, and I have my little measuring cups here. These go nicely in here, and my other little pot holders that I have here works great. And then down here I've got extra produce bags, and I have some camp suds, which we use for cleaning up. And all my other stuff here, I've got like a little pop-up funnel here, which works great when you need a funnel. Packs away to nothing. And then my spatulas and scrapers. I have a few more measuring cups and a grater. What else is in here? I use a lot of knives, so that just keeps the extra stuff, although it makes it a little heavy. It's stuffed full, but it's everything that I need, and I absolutely love this. If you are interested in purchasing this, this was kind of hard to find, but I will put the information in our show notes because you will use it and love it. We purchased these from IKEA, and I want to say they were $12.95, $13.95. They were not cheap. Especially when we needed to buy 5 of them. But they definitely hold, you know, everything that we need. Just show you really quick. This is Gary's coffee bin. But they fold away very nicely, like this. You know, if you don't need them, you can put them, store them easily. They're very lightweight, and they don't shift around. So, yeah, I guess price-wise, yeah, it was worth it for sure. And in here we have our bowls, our plates, cups, and we also keep our dry goods here. Our rice and couscous, quinoa. These bins are also pretty nice, these little plastic bins. I think I picked these up at Home Goods. I think they were like $3 each or something. They were very affordable. And we just scooch these all back in here. The other one, we've got a snack bin, and then of course we have the junk bin with all the other stuff. And this is Gary's little cassette stove that he uses to make his coffee on every morning. This is really simple and easy. You just put a little butane canister in here, and this is quick and easy. If you don't want to pull everything out, then you've got everything that you need in here.
It works really well on the road.
Works
if
great
you
on the
pull
road.
over for lunch or something, you want to warm something up.
Yeah, it's very nice and simple to use, and you don't have to worry about all the other stuff. Over here, I have my baking trays. I have my cutting boards in this corner. And normally I keep my cook partner stove right here so the cutting boards stay in place. We have our spices that I carry with me in a little clear plastic bin. Ketchups and all that other stuff over here in the corner. Soy sauce. Here we have our other bins. So I also carry 2 colanders, which are nice and convenient. And believe it or not, those go right in here. And in here I keep all of my pots and pans. I even have a little mini blender in here, my NutriBullet that goes in here. But a couple of skillets, a couple of saucepans, and I don't need much more than that. These are recycle bins that we picked up years ago at IKEA. We used to have these big giant Lowe's, Home Depot bins. You can't really see what's in them, and you have to keep pulling them out. With these, anything that I need in here, I can just lift this lid, really quick and just access what I need to take out. So one of these bins has our pots and pans, as you can see, and then the other bin is for food stuff. I don't need to take the whole thing out. I can just come in here, get what I need, and pull it out. So this is all dry goods, beans, rice, obviously Gary's Oreo cookies that he cannot live without. And this is nice and simple. It goes right in here. I think that's it. Oh, well, we have to talk about Gary's incredible invention. If you get the pass-through option, you will have the issue of bugs at night while you're inside. So if you want to keep this open, you'll have to come up with a solution to keep the bugs out. Gary took some window screening, and he used the Gorilla Tape on the edges. And then we just velcroed little velcro dots here to keep that in place. You can also use magnets, which I would suggest using magnets at the bottom here, because when you go to use, the pass-through, you'll find that you can, leave all of your snacks up here and open this pass-through and get them, but then velcroing it back in place is a little difficult. So if you use magnets down here at the bottom, I think this will be a lot easier to use. Next favorite item in my galley kitchen is my 60-liter ICECO, and this thing is amazing. It is the dual zone refrigerator freezer. I can pack in this thing for at least a month. It holds everything that I need. I'm not going to pick that up right now. As you can see, this basket here is full of my groceries. It's really deep and keeps everything nice and cold. I have no issues. This is the freezer, and we've got some condensation here. We've got it set at,
we got it set at 25.
At 25.
We've had it off of the charger for like 2 hours to recharge the Jackery.
Yeah.
And now it's back on. Jackery's recharged with the solar because we're in a shady spot, and we're good.
Yeah. The only complaint that we have with this fridge is this adapter plug.
It's way too long and it does not stay.
No, it is not a standard adapter plug. I mean, this is a standard adapter plug. I mean, this should be this size. I don't know what they were thinking with this or if it's necessary for it to be this size, but it does not work properly. The second you put this in, any little bump and it literally pops right back out. It takes nothing at all for this to end up. And once, you know, you're driving, you keep hearing beep, 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 because this is out and you have to stop and re-plug it back in.
And we've contacted ICECO. They don't have a solution for it. So I think what we're going to do now is get what they call a pigtail.
What's a pigtail?
It's just a short pigtail. It will plug that in and I'll just tape it up so it doesn't move. And then the smaller pigtail should fit pretty snugly in there.
It's a wonderful fridge.
It's big.
That again is the only complaint. It is big and it's probably too big for a lot of you guys, but if you can manage it, let me tell you, you can be out for at least a month with this fridge and freezer.
If you pack it properly, yeah.
Yeah. ICECO VL60 is definitely a wonderful option. Alright guys, we're gonna make some pizza on the Tembo Tusk. This is pesto, marinara, kale, vegan of course. I made some homemade pizza sauce. And it's hard to stretch pizza dough when it's this cold out, but we're gonna give this a try. So I have a diffuser on my Tembo Tusk and I have a pizza plate on the bottom here. And I'm just gonna put this directly on. Okay. And we're gonna leave this covered for, leave it covered for about 20 minutes. The idea is to get some steam in underneath so that it acts like an oven and makes my pizza dough rise, ideally. Let's see. Okay, it has been 20 minutes. Let's give this a try. We ready?
Ready. Woohoo!
All right. That's looking pretty good. Cheese is nice and melty. It's nice and bubbly in the center. Let's take a look and see what the crust looks like.
Oh,
that's looking pretty good.
good.
That's looking pretty good.
Wow.
I'm happy with this one. Looks delicious.
Looks like a win.
Yeah, it does.
Got it. Here you go.
Cheese is looking good.
Wow.
That looks pretty tasty.
It does.
You guys, look at that. Crust looks good. That's some good pizza. Oh, I burnt my lip. The holes in the dough. I call this a success.
It's a win.
Pizza can be done on a Tembo Tusk. This is good pizza. What do you think?
Delicious. Wow.
Oh, really good.
Good job.
Thank you.
Took a little bit of experimenting, but I think you figured it out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask, what can you make on the Tembo Tusk? And this was the one thing that I was thinking, okay, well, maybe you can't make pizza. I think I've got it figured out. You can do it clearly because it's delicious.
Yeah.
Well, guys, if you give this a try, let us know. Leave us a comment.
Yeah.
I would love to know how it came out for you. So that's it for my Galley kitchen, and I hope you found this useful. Maybe you've found a few things that you might be interested in picking up for your own galley. And again, I will try and put as much of the information that I have in our show notes, which will make it easy for you to pick up this table or the speed rack here. And it'll be our Amazon affiliate stores, so we don't really get much from that, but we appreciate it if you use our links to pick up these items.
This is our basic setup that we had last year. Not much has changed. Is there anything really looking to change for next year?
I think we might go with a smaller table.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this, the table is just kind of a little bit bulky.
Yeah.
And we want to slim down that that a little bit.
I think that would probably be the only thing that I would really consider changing. I don't want to give up the counter space though. So over the winter, we've got plenty of time to look for something to replace it.
At the camp out, did we get any ideas from other galley kitchens? This works for you?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, this works great. This is the way I like to work in my kitchen at home. So for me, this works perfectly. I can't imagine a setup that would be more seamless than this. For me, that is. Other people, you know, cook differently, but you know, for ease and flow of the kitchen, I think this works really great. There really isn't anything else that I would change. I'm pretty happy with this.
Thanks for watching this little walk through our galley kitchen, or T's galley kitchen. Not mine. I'm coffee guy.
He's coffee guy, exactly. And if you have any questions, you know, feel free to comment. I always answer every comment. So yeah, leave us a comment and let us know if you're having a hard time finding any of the other items that I did not list. Let us know, and I will try and get that information. Thanks for watching, and whether we see you in the skyways
Or the highways.
just know we're going to take you with us.